taking meds too for depression and anxiety because I know what it feels like to be on that side, and it sucks and it's hard to get out of it sometimes without medication. But recently my medication has been off. I do need to go to the doctor, and today I thought that I had a doctor's appointment only to arrive for them to tell me that I was supposed to. I think I've shared here, well, I know I've shared here before that I've dealt with depression, anxiety, stuff like that. I do take medication for it. I'm all about holistic living, but I'm going to be really honest with you right now. You see my hair? That's basically how I feel today. It's how I've felt for the last week off and on, honestly. Oh my gosh, it's driving me crazy. I've had 5 heart surgeries, and one of the biggest struggles, yes, was always having to draw blood from me because I don't have very good veins. So I really have only to arrive to find out that I had labs, needing blood drawn. And I was like, nope, not going to happen, because those of you who have been with me from the very beginning know that I have to, get myself mentally, physically prepared for it. I mean, I always had a PICC line in and stuff like that. So it's not easy to draw blood for me. That is not here nor there. But I'm just telling you, I was not a happy person this morning. I got there and I'm thinking, Mandy, this is kindness day. And yet you're about to chew this lady out because she wants to take your labs instead of seeing a doctor. I'm saying all of this for a reason. And the reason is that life stinks sometimes. Some of us need medication for depression and anxiety, and there's nothing wrong with that. We all have bad days. People are gonna piss us off at some point in time, but it's how we react to all of it. I didn't react to it the best way, but at least I said, okay, it's kindness day. Let's try to be kind here. And just knowing, I walked away not seeing the doctor today, but I got an appointment to see the doctor, and everything's going to be okay. And until then, it's going to be okay. And we're going to take it one step at a time, just like you're going to take it one step at a time. So all this to say, you got this. So, happy Kindness Day today. Go out and be kind. Okay, I'm redeeming myself because earlier today I looked like a hot mess. Looking a little bit better. A little bit. So, I'm about to go have a meeting, so I'm just redeeming myself here. Just wanted to tell all of you thank you for all of the sweet and kind messages that y'all had for me yesterday. Today is a better day. We all have those bad days, and so if you have a bad day, you are normal. We all have them. But I am good. Everything's great, or a lot better today. I am now going to get internet service because the internet service at my house sucks. So I've got to do a lot of work, and I need major fast internet, so I'm having to go to my mom's house. But that'll give me a reason to see my mom and all that kind of fun stuff while I work too. So I guess that's the price that you have to pay for living away from things. I don't know. I don't really live too much in the boonies. I don't know. I wanted to tell y'all how much I greatly appreciate all of the sweet messages about my stories yesterday and about depression and anxiety. And one of the things that I keep getting from y'all is thank you so much for being vulnerable. Thank you so much for admitting on social media that you take medication. And I greatly appreciate that. But I just want to, I don't know no other way to be. I seriously don't. We're small, and I would go to these mom groups. I don't know if you've seen on my bio, but I joke about this because I say I'm a mom group dropout, and I was. I don't look at it as being vulnerable, and I don't look at it like that because I feel like it is my duty to be real. I can remember whenever my twins. Now, don't get me wrong, we all need our mom friends. I mean, we all need that. But, and the thing is, though, in those mom groups, I would find myself like with people that were not being not only real with themselves, but they are real with me, but they weren't being real with themselves either. So, you would be like, well, my twins are doing this right now. They're driving me crazy because they're not sleeping. And then you've got one mom over there. It's like, my kids sleep so well. And you're like, ugh. I mean, I'm not knocking any of you whose kids sleep well. I mean, hey, kudos to you. But I'd like to know how you did it. They weren't offering the information. They weren't giving their testimony. They weren't sharing their stories. And all I wanted was somebody to just say, hey, mama, you're doing okay. I've been through that. And let me tell you how you can get through that. So I look at it as I want to share my stories for the next person that's coming up. Or, if that means that I'm old enough to be a mentor, I can do it. But, I mean, that's all I needed was somebody to say, been there, done that. I got the t-shirt, sister. And let me just tell you how you can get past it too, because this is how I did it. And I'm not saying that I do everything perfectly and that my stories, I mean, hey, sometimes my stories that I share are like, hey, mama, this worked for me. So, hey, you need to do this for yourself. But then some of them are like, this didn't work for me. I'm just letting you know, I don't want you to go through the same thing that I went through, so don't do it. I mean, so I don't look at it as me being vulnerable. I just look at it as it's my duty to be real with all of you. All of that to say, be true to yourself. Be true to the people around you. Be real with yourself, because as soon as you're real with yourself, so many things start happening for you in your life. You start learning who you are, and you start learning more about yourself. You start learning to not be ashamed of past failures, past things that you're going through right now. You start learning to not be feel as if you're a failure, or to be shameful or vulnerable to admit that you're on medication for depression. My depression and anxiety came along a lot after all of my heart surgeries. I always had it, but it really started surfacing after all of my heart surgeries. If you've ever known of a person who's had heart surgeries, they do go through a lot of depression, and I had 5. So it was hard, and it's still a struggle. But you know what? I'm not ashamed of it, because I do what I have to do for self-care to get past it, so I'm a better person, and I'm a better mom, better wife, better friend on Instagram. Anyways, sorry for all of the rambling, but that was just laying on my heart, and I just figured I would just jump on here and say something about it. So anyway, I got to go to a meeting right now, so I will see y'all tomorrow.